we are back, and I'm going to ask just a few questions. We kind of went over with all the other two segments, so I'm going to make this a little bit quick here, but wanted to get some of your questions at the very least. And the first question we have is, let's see, who is it from here? We'll kick it off with Mouse Stank asks, with the current nerfs to Hunter Mage, what do you think will be the next round of class deck to get gutted? Trump, you want to start us off here?
I'll let Krip start off since he was the most excited one about this one.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. So remember what they did to Hunters, where there was like a good Hunter deck, and then they removed it from the game? I'm hoping that's what happens to Mage, because playing Mage is not fun.
Yeah.
And I actually thought playing more fun than playing Mage ever. So I'm hoping they make like Fireball, Pyroblast, and the Mage ability creature only. And
what?
just get rid of Flame Strike. Just get rid of it. They have Blizzard.
What?
Blizzard is basically Lightning Storm. Shaman's got it. Give Mages something.
Okay. Well, they nerfed it once already, so you're asking for another nerf. Okay. Trump.
Yep.
Thoughts?
Well, I go with stats, yo. And according to these stats, it seems like a Mage is number 5 out of 9, so you can't hurt him that badly.
Yeah, but Blizzard doesn't care about stats. They nerfed Hunters.
That's
They're
true.
like stats.
That's a good point. That is a good
Take
point.
the bottom and throw it in the garbage.
Oh, man. Oh, that's brutal.
That said, I think it would be alright if... I think it's mainly balanced. Perhaps the one thing that might help is a minor kick to the Warlock, and the minor kick would be something like Blood Imp only gives health to adjacent. I think I saw that somewhere on the Reddit thing
that'd be
I've
good.
seen here.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. I'd agree with that. I think the Warlock, even though I don't love the Mage either, Krip, and I don't think it's that fun the way it's being played, I do think the Warlock needs an additional nerf just because of how generally effective it is right now. And there's different versions. There's like crazy versions that are only Murloc, right? Or one that's, I think the max mana is like 4 mana in that deck, and even just the more standard kind of ones. And they're all really effective, and they all, I think, affect the overall metagame in a somewhat negative way. So I would like to see an additional nerf, not just to Cleric, maybe to, like the Imp one is a pretty good one. Maybe even the Dark Iron Dwarf one, I think nerf would affect the Warlock in a negative way too. So I think those would be good. What do you think about Mage, Trump? Any comments on Mage, given that Krip had those drastic changes?
Well, those changes should definitely not be made. I think that Pyroblast could be nerfed a little, either by raising the mana cost or by reducing the damage. That's it.
I think if we do that, we should just, for the sake of balance, scale up Eviscerate. It'll be 8 mana, combo 16. I think that'll be balanced.
Oh man, the day we do have Eric on here, I can't wait for that day. Some of Krip's suggestions.
I mean, we gotta keep it balanced, right? I mean, they just have Burst in World of Warcraft, but so do Rogues.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got Kartofu, who asks, what are your opinions on Tinkmaster, Baron Geddon, and Blood Knight, seeing more and more play in Constructed? And I figured each of us would take one of these. And Trump, you want to start us off with Black Knight?
Yeah, so Black Knight is a pretty cool card because it's pretty much dictated entirely by what everyone else is playing. And if Taunt is in, then Black Knight is in. And if Taunt is out, then Black Knight is out, because Black Knight is a 2 mana more Yeti if your opponent isn't playing Taunt. And that ended up being a major theme, again, in a recent series I played.
Nice. What series is that, Trump?
Oh, that series would be the King of the Hill against Savitz. It's supposedly airing soon. Like 4 days, I think. Who knows?
Okay, look forward to seeing that. Krip, you want to take Tink, since You want to take
Taking full credit.
There.
Full credit. I'm taking full credit for
Right.
using Tink Masters in decent decks. I've used it literally forever. Like I had it in the pre-Holy Wrath Paladin deck, and then it's obviously in a Holy Wrath Paladin deck. And when we were making decks for the Berlin thing, yep, I put it in.
Put it
And
in the
they laughed
Pally
at me.
deck, right?
They laughed at me.
They laughed at you? I didn't know they laughed at you.
Yeah, they said they thought it was a joke.
Trump seems to be denying that. Is he?
We all had Tink Masters. Wait.
No,
What?
no. I had
Tink
it.
Master was not in case. So Tink Master was
I was
not in
the- I was
Kiyuki's
the
original
only
deck
person
for
that
sure.
had it, and then like everyone used it after. Yep. You'll see.
Explain the
You'll see,
effective.
you'll see through Trump's confusion.
So explain the effectiveness of Tink, just for people who aren't familiar with how it's being used right now.
Well, you use naturalize in two ways. So you use it to kill something, to like kill the opponent, or you use it to deal with like rag, because you can't deal with rag. So Tink Master does the same thing, except it also has the effect of being a silence. So if you're like up against Sylvanas, you can Tink Master, and at worst you get a silence, which is still really good. And at best, you pretty much kill it for nothing, which is really, really good. And Tink is 3 mana. It's like 2 more than Naturalize, but you can still use it for a kill. So if you have the kill, if you remove their taunt or something, you could still do that. So it's like super versatile. And I use it on Paladin because if you're playing against another control deck who's doing nothing, and you had enough removal in your hand of Peacekeepers, you could just like hero ability and Tink your 1/1. And sometimes you get a 5/5, and then you're monstrously ahead. So it's good.
Trump, thoughts on Tink? Or
Yeah, I think it's situational. It's good if the decks that people are playing have bigger minions, and it's bad against if the decks people are playing are really fast, like Rogue or Warlock. That's all.
yeah, you generally never cast it on your own. It's
I mean,
very-
you can definitely do that.
you can, but it's very
deck.
rare. You're usually really desperate whenever that happens.
I think it's pretty good just because everyone's running Sylvanas, and it's a really good counter to it.
Yeah, like you said, best case it's a poly with a minion on the board too, and that can be amazing. So last one, Baron Geddon. I guess I'll take this one. I've been playing Baron Geddon some in Constructed, and I have kind of mixed feelings about it. I think it's amazing against aggro decks because it's the last thing that you just throw down and it's game over. It's like you're done. Like once I throw it down, you're done because I've cleared your board once or twice, and this is like the last one that I need. And so a lot of times when you're in that situation where you're even or winning, Baron Geddon's going to win the game for you. But with control decks, I've had a lot of situations where I end up holding it. It's like my last card, and I don't even want to play it because I'm so low in health. And if I do play it, then it's gonna be hard for me to play other minions with it, and I get into this weird situation that way. But it's been pretty, I guess, effective with like priest decks I've seen like against me. But I've played mostly like Druid and mostly Druid with it, and it's been, I don't know, kind of hit or miss with it. Again, it's really good against aggro, not so great against control decks. I don't know, any of you guys had experience with Baron?
Yeah, I've run it in Druid to specifically counter aggro decks, and it's similar to Tink Master, except the opposite. Like it's good against aggro, but not against control, like you've mentioned.
Grip?
I got the card a few days ago for the first time and haven't used it yet. Ever. I've never played the card.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of nice, but it falls victim to BGH too, a big game hunter when you're playing against a control deck too.
I've played
So
against it in
tough.
arena and it was like total garbage every time. But that's because I play so heavily for board control and usually with mid to late game creatures. So yeah, didn't see much good in arena. But I know a lot of people who are high up on the ranked scene are using it. So I'm sure it has a place right now.
Yeah. Okay, last question, more for the casuals. Hootie Who asks, for new players, what is more valuable, watching streamers or playing the game? I guess more efficient in getting better. Trump's stream is more soothing than acupuncture on a waterbed. That's just something he threw in there. So what do you think that people should do? Because you're watching you guys, I mean, even the coaching like today, you know, has helped me, I think, a lot more than if I were just to like play 20, 30, 50 games trying to learn the same thing myself. So it's a valid question. What do you guys think?
I think, objectively speaking, without any bias at all, it's really important to watch streams. You will learn so much.
Particularly, which one?
You can't even play Hearthstone without watching a stream. Basically, I mean, it's just what you have to do, you know.
Trump.
Yep.
I think
Hashtag
that
unbiased.
I think that there's by watching streams you won't really be helping yourself that much until you get the basics down. So you should be playing as much as you can first, and then once you sort of know what's going on, and once you're losing a lot, you should be watching the streams to see, oh, hey, what are these guys doing differently than what I'm doing? And I think that's the fastest way to learn and get better.
Yep. All right. Good advice. All right, guys. Let's round out the show. Let's wrap up the show. Let's do some shout outs. And Krip, you ready? Shout outs?
Nope. Oh yeah, I got shout outs.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I
Uh-oh.
already did the Peanuts one, didn't I?
Yeah,
Wow.
you already did the Peanuts one, man. You like led with it.
Okay. Well, can I do like the opposite of shout outs?
All right, sure.
All
Oh
right.
boy, I'm gonna go, man.
Fuck that Razor Orca shit, man.
Oh, come on.
$30. What?
Oh,
my
jeez.
God. That's 3 now. I want another one.
And what are you wearing right now, though?
It's the backup. Kripparrian, I think it's called. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, shout outs to electricity. Makes, exciting activities possible. Lets you stay inside, which is better than outside.
Okay. All
Because
right.
you have a chair and a computer.
All right, Trump. I just want to note that Kakarius is another Razer headset. Okay, Trump. What's your shout out?
Hold on, Krip just stabbed me in the heart. I'd like to shout out those who have. Let's put the Team Razor thing one more time, because this is probably the last time
Oh, what
that
was the
people can vote for me.
link it? Link it again.
Yeah. Think.
Alright,
I'm
there
in
it
the
is.
running for Razor Team of the Year
Oh, man,
2013.
that's gonna be so
Dude, when
You
is
should
this
vote for
ending?
me.
We've been promoting this thing for like 3 weeks now.
It
When's
ends
it
at
up?
the end of 2013.
it ends
So that
with
would be,
it ends with Trump's not on top. Basically, Razor's like,
Does that,
yeah,
does
we
that
gotta
mean we
wait,
have
man.
another
We
like,
gotta
shout
wait.
out for it? Oh no, thank God. Okay, so this is the last shout out. You won't hear from Trump again on this cast.
all right, here it is, guys. I'm linking it right here. Vote for Trump.
Exactly. I'm going to beat out all those other teams. I've actually been told that I am very close to the top. And it would be a huge upset if Team Trump
Yeah.
is the best team.
That would be so awesome, dude. Make it happen, guys. Make it happen. Vote today. Good stuff. Any other shout-outs?
Nah, that's it.
All right. My shout-out, big shout-out to you guys, obviously, for doing the show with me each and every week. And, for starting. This is our last show in 2013, so, big thanks for you guys starting the show and continuing it. And then a big shout-out to, Ayukatsu, who actually sent some Pokemon cards for my son. Sent some of his Pokemon cards he doesn't play with, and my son loves them. So, big thanks for that. And shout out to all of you viewers for coming each and every week, watching, and just enjoying the show we do. We're going to be doing lots of new segments in the upcoming year, and we might have a time change. So we'll be talking about it a little bit amongst ourselves, and I'll let you guys know. But you can check the VODs out on youtube.com/ChanManV. I'll upload the VODs immediately after this, and you can watch this episode or any of the previous episodes there. And follow this channel if you, again, enjoyed the show or any of my other shows and want to get a notification whenever it goes live. That's going to be it for Value Town, guys. So for Trump, Kripparrian, and ChanManV, we'll see you next time. Later.